I've just received my latest batch of M.a.s.k figures from Cfcb Unlimited, so let's see how these stack up against the originals. Welcome back, and if you've been following this channel, you will know that I am fully on board with Cfcb Unlimited producing M.a.s.k figures in 3 3/4 inch form. Now, a lot of people have said to me in the past that they don't really see the point in having these figures because for them, the vehicles are the most important part for M.a.s.k. And I understand that, but for me personally, my first ever M.a.s.k toys were figures that came on the 2-packs, on card backs such as these, and on the back of those cards, they only showed you the other figures. There were no other vehicles shown, so for me, for a few months at least, I only had the figures, and I would look at this card back and dream about buying more 2-packs of figures. So the fact that Cfcb Unlimited at this point are only doing figures is not a problem to me. Now, I've just had my latest batch come in. I've got 6 figures to look at. Let's go ahead and take a closer look at the latest figures from M.a.s.k, courtesy of Cfcb Unlimited. So we'll start things off by looking at Brad Turner with his Hocus Pocus mask. Now, when you order a loose figure from Cfcb Unlimited, it comes in a really nice clamshell. You've got your thank yous on the back, various barcodes to scan for the social media sites, and in addition to the figure, you do get a really nice M.a.s.k sticker, which I think is indeed, it's a die cut sticker, so that can look pretty good anywhere you choose to stick it. And the figure itself comes in a Ziploc. Now, the first thing you will notice is it seems absolutely huge when compared to the original Kenner figure. As you can see, the ones that Kenner gave us really were quite tiny. Now, look at the colours. The original one was a very, I guess you would call it a deep yellow colour, whereas the new one is a vibrant banana yellow, which I actually do prefer. Now, the construction of these figures is absolutely solid. As with the originals, it's 7 points of articulation. So you've got arm movement, you've got thigh and knee. So exactly as they were back in the day when we were kids. Now, you will see me sort of holding on to the mask. And the mask is not as secure as the originals, but bearing in mind, these are not being advertised as toys. These are adult collector pieces. And the helmet does come off easily, but that's quite okay because most of us are going to have these on display. As with all the other M.a.s.k figures, these are modelled on the short M.a.s.k variant. So here we have the short M.a.s.k, and if we compare this to the original, you can see that we have Brad with his snazzy sunglasses, and in fact, on my original, those look like lady sunglasses, whereas on this new one, he's definitely wearing cool dude shades. Now, as you can see, it's just an upscaled version, but so well done, so well constructed, and absolutely solid as well. You know, as I said, not a toy, but with that in mind, very well constructed piece, and everything about it just screams the 80s, especially in these colours. But yes, this is Brad Turner, and I have to say, I think of all the figures that M.a.s.k produced, Brad Turner was my favourite. Now we have Mclean with his blaster M.a.s.k, and as you can see here, the colours are absolutely spot on. As close as you're ever going to get, given there's like a 35-year gap between these figures being produced. Perfect. And again, short M.a.s.k comes off, and the head sculpt exactly the same as per the original. This is a really fantastic looking figure, and really it's nothing more to add except to say solid construction, fantastic display piece. So there you go, Mclean with the blaster M.a.s.k. Alex Sector with his Jackrabbit M.a.s.k. This one I really like because Cfcb have used a slightly lighter colour of blue, which I think makes the figure stand out a bit more. The original was a bit on the drab side. This one, however, much more vibrant and, in my opinion, an improvement. Once the mask comes off, we have the classic red head well, bald-headed, red-headed, bearded, and also eyebrows, which was, of course, the case with the original Kenner. And again, because it's an upscaled version, exactly as you were back in the 80s, but in my opinion, an improvement with the lighter colour blue that's used. So now we have Bruce Sato with the lifter mask, and unlike Alex Sector, the orange here compared to the originals is a bit duller than the original, and I do actually prefer the brighter orange that Kenner gave us back in the day. But that aside, fantastic figure, and when the mask comes off, he has the same unpainted face as we had back in the day, and really, actually, he's quite white looking here compared to the original. The original had a much sort of pinker complexion, but I think, given Bruce's origins, this might be more accurate, if I can say that in this day and age. But other than that, fantastic, and again, they just look amazing on display. I can't stress that enough. I said in the intro that some people are concerned about there not being any vehicles, but in my opinion, you don't need the vehicles when you just have these figures lined up, as we'll show you towards the end of this video. They do look great on display. But there you go, Bruce Sato with the lifter mask. So now we're taking a look at the ladies, and this is Vanessa Warfield with her whip mask. Now, it's been quite some time since I've watched the cartoon, so I'm not entirely sure if the colours here are more cartoon accurate, because clearly they're quite different to the colours that Kenner gave us. Starting with the mask, where the original was yellow, this is now green, and the gloves and boots, which were originally red, are now a pink colour. And overall, the blue bodysuit is much lighter, but I do like it. Fantastic looking, all the details are there, and when the mask comes off, she even has the classic black stripe in her hair, which was very much her sort of signature look. But in terms of an upscaled figure, absolutely perfect. And if you are lucky enough to have a Manta, you can maybe have the big one standing next to it, who knows. But other than that, no complaints at all. Very nice looking Vanessa Warfield. Now, last of all, we have a figure where there is nothing to compare it to because it never existed back in the day, and that is the cartoon accurate Gloria Baker with the Aura mask. This is the special one in this line that I'm sure everyone wants because, like I said, it doesn't exist, and I believe that CFCB are going to do this colour scheme in the classic mask scale, which I think I will definitely get if that comes to fruition, because this was one of the figures that was never made and kind of left a hole in the collection. But anyway, Gloria Baker looks fantastic in the cartoon colours. When the mask comes off, there we go. Same head as was used on the figure that came in the Split Seconds range of mask toys. But fantastic, and as always, the construction is rock solid. Even the masks are sturdy. There's no chance of these, breaking or falling apart. Very much a fan of this line, and in particular this figure of Gloria Baker. So I do have another 4 figures pre-ordered from CFCB, and those are Matt Tracker from the Rhino, Buddy Hawks, Cliff Dagger, and Sly Rax. Now, what's interesting is that's going to cover me for everything that was available in figure form only back in the day, as you can see from this classic card back. No Dusty Hayes, unfortunately, so I don't know if we're going to get him or not. It would be nice just to round things out, but not up to me. But anyway, hope you enjoyed that look at the mask figures in 3 3/4 inch scale from CFCB Unlimited. Please like this video, please share the video, please comment on the video, and if you haven't already done so, please do subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you next time looking at all things 80s.